Hi everyone, welcome back to Call the Police. No, This is the Police. Damn it, got the name wrong. Anyway, welcome back to This is the Police. Here we are, the Golden Bird. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Feminist organisation deny official resignation. What? And the fact, enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Good, let's go to work. Right, we're back. Some story. That's us, looking
Whenever
very
I'm alone
delightful
at home,
first thing in the morning.
There's a knock at the door. I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
Oh, God. Wow, that
To
was
get to my
really
front
loud.
door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either. But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention.
No,
She
close the door.
patiently
Not
listens
interested,
to
thank
them,
you very much.
asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little
lost
rougher
our
still.
wife.
Shut the door on his nose this time.
Ooh.
Another couple weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots.
We're not going through a good time
In
then.
my life,
Good old Jack,
even
he's
the
struggling.
basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement.
There's something
Sally's
wrong
gonna
about a
track down
30-year-old
Laura
chasing
and try
college
to
girls
reason
as
with
well.
her,
My
and
goodness.
we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to
Never
lose Sally as
underestimate
an ally.
an old woman.
So for the moment, I had to swallow
She gets
my
the
pride.
Women's Institute involved. Boom, anything is possible.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh God, she's got a
Oh,
picture of the
is there any
dog.
news?
That's
It
what
looks
I
like a
wanted to ask
bloomin'.
you. Have you found anything?
I don't know, it looks like some
Phone
sort of
number?
Yoda's ugly cousin, doesn't it?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriend.
You're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls.
Sally,
about
look,
life,
I've
and
got
it
2
gives
old
me
women on my
energy.
shifts. Well,
I
one of
talk
them's
to
gone
my
to be a
dogs,
bouncer,
and it
but
gives me
you know,
energy, and you have nothing.
I'm all
Jack.
for
You don't
equal
even have a
opportunities.
hobby.
You just
got
have
no
to see
passion.
the
It's why
age
you're
of some of my
elected.
employees.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
Like my hair.
Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Oh, poor Jack. Poor Jack. We're stuck with this crappy old car as well. Come on! 3rd time's the charm. Every time. 3rd time. Okay, here we are. Shift B is on call today. Yeah, let's start the day. No, I'm not in. After that sorrowful beginning, I'm not in the mood for music. Let's just crack on. Come on, who we got? We got Yancey, Purdy, Coachy. First call. What's this? City Hall. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. Good God. They recently sent a message to the local radio station promising to kill all black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before an election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. What? Goodness me. You'll have to fire all of your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. No! No, I can't do that. Look at my shift B. No, it's my shift A. Stovall, 420. I'm not sacking him. Robbins, 160. No. Moiser, he's 110. He's okay though. Not that he's done anything yet. Austin, yeah, I could sack her to be fair. I ain't got a problem with that. Armstrong, no, he hasn't. No, that's not happening. What do we have here? Destruction of property. City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron bar. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" I know how you feel. I would like to do that with the council sometimes. Coachy, you're up. Take Sabanki. What's this? A homicide in the ghetto. Homicide ghetto. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Right. Detectives. Mole, you're the best with 150, which makes you average. DeBrito, Armstrong, you help Mole. Wow, we've actually got an investigation. What do we have at the police station? We can employ another person. Now we need somebody for... Hang on, let's have a quick look. What shifts do we got? So shift A, I've got more officers actually, because we're losing... Oh, we lost Roy, didn't we? We lost Roy. Oh no, Roy was on this one. So who's new? Kojak. Kojak's new. Okay, fine. So we need a new person for shift B. Mazza, 135. Yeah, you're the best one there. So you're hired. Okay. Wow, we got an actual something going on with a homicide. I can't wait to see what's going on with that. Right, here we go. Suburb, carjacking. The gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. We can potentially send 4 officers. Yancey, Purdy. Take Austin. Take Austin. I've got a feeling Austin's going to mess this up somehow. We're left with Asano and Price. Property destruction. Offender court, officers in the harms. Kochi, Sabanki, good job. Good job. Homicide, here we go. Oh, okay. So we've got a couple of frames. So he was stepping outside his door with his broken window. Oh, do you reckon he fell over this cracked step? Maybe that was it. And he ended in a bloody mess at the bottom of the steps. Maybe it was just a simple slip. Okay, so we've got some witnesses. Mr. Graham. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. Great. Could we not find anyone else? Well, clearly we could, but they drove in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Thanks, Graham. That's really helpful. Mr. Clayton, a neighbour. Okay, neighbour spelt wrong, but there we go. I only heard... That's the American way of spelling it, isn't it? I only heard a few muffled shots. Okay. Maybe not a machine gun then. Another neighbour, Lawrence Carr, he got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and there's been a lot of cursing and carrying on. Thanks, Mr. Carr. That's really useful. Miss Cobb, I don't remember the car, and the neighbourhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Okay, so we got a few muffled shots, a machine gun, and no shots at all. Darryl Carpenter, a neighbour. Police these days don't do anything. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Okay. Not a lot to go on to begin with, but I'm sure the detectives will get right on that and bring in some more details. It's quite a slow day. Here we go. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, a mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on the bench beside the playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs. Right, I don't want to send Asano and Price. Can we... We can hang on. We've got 27 seconds. We'll hang on to some decent officers to come back. Right, the carjacking in the suburb. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Options. Wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear. Search the car. Interview any potential eyewitnesses. Let's wait at a safe distance to see if the driver turns up. Yancey, Purdy, Austin. Offender court, officers and harms, civilians and... Brilliant! Well done. Even Austin couldn't screw that one up. Great job. Right, don't worry. Coachy's coming back soon. Right, they're back. So let's have a look at this one. So this is a suspicious individual watching the children play. So Coachy, you're up. And we'll send Sabanki with you as well. Good job. Whew. We avoided sending Price out. Here we go. Dragon's Lair. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out in the streets. Price, you're up. Oh, Mother Price. Go on, kick that. Dragon's Lair club. Sparring ring. Go on. Oh, go on, old Mother Price. That'd be hilarious. I'd love to see her in action. That sounds awful, but you know what I mean. Suspicious individual. Offender court. Officer and harms. Good job, guys. Good job. Closing out the deal. So he probably was a bit dodgy. Shouldn't be taking pictures of kids. Especially if they're not your own. Homicide report. Oh, we got some more frames. 3 new frames for this picture. Open the investigation. So, a few muffled shots would go with a silenced pistol. What do we have here? What is that? Oh, it's the drug lord. Oh, okay. So, hang on a minute. Didn't Mr. Carpenter said he almost got hit by the car. So that's the car driving away after the shooting. So he's obviously walking down there was the sedan, and then he shot. Sequence completed. Yes. Travis Horton, a known racist who has already had several previous convictions. Good job, guys. Good job. Here we go. Port warehouses. What just came in behind that? Kevin's throat bar. Let's have a quick look at this one. A bartender reports that a couple of dancers started fighting over tips. Woo! And the cat fight broke out on stage. Nice. Right. Coachy. Take Sabanki and take Austin with you. For this one, they're going to arrest We're going to arrest Travis. So Moll's going and she wants 2 officers. We need to get this. So Yancey, can we take SWAT? We'll take SWAT and we'll take Asano. And we'll leave Purdy. Yes, go. Oh, Octopus Restaurant. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed into the stage while the local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Purdy, you're up. You know, she looks the kind of calming influence they need. Right, everyone is out. Everyone is out. Here we go. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times. Oh my god. But he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of the points very well. But he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks to match. I got carried away a little, pulled my back. I think I can take the day off. Oh my god! Price just got 110 professionalism points for that. Old Mother Price. Good God! Never judge a book, as they say. Good God. I'm stunned. Kevin's throat bar. Oh my God, what an awful name. On stage are 2 strippers going at it. They're fighting, that is. It's gone beyond arguing and full-on cat fight. The bouncer is fast asleep. Great. Sack him. Clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. I bet they are. Listen, girls, cut the crap, or this is going to get serious. Draw your service weapon, shut off the music, and turn out the lights. I don't want to draw weapons because that's going to escalate. Let's give him a talking to. Oh, thwack! Look at that. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious to the police presence. Step onto the stage and try and separate the girls. Ask the Ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. Watch the strippers go at it. Do not interfere. Let's try and break it up. Kochi, Sabanki, Austin. Good job. Officers caught. Offenders caught. Officers unharmed. I always read that back to front. And Austin's hit 100. Well done, guys. Well done. Right. I'm interested in this the ghetto murder. Here we go. Homicide report. Offender caught. Well done. Mole, Yancey, Asano, SWAT team. Good job. Ah, case closed. You were able to arrest all suspects. So Mole's up to 290 now. Mole is like our chief detective. Di Brito and Armstrong up to 140. They're almost average detectives. That's great. And we've closed our first homicide case. What a day. We just got this last thing. The fight at the Dragon or the Octopus Club. The offender escaped. Officer unharmed. Purdy, again, not the fastest. Over 100-meter dash. End of day 4. Good job, guys. Good job. Whew. So Purdy, we need to get Purdy up again. She's dropping a little bit. I've hampered her with a few tough calls, but yeah, they're doing okay. Let's end the day. Day 5, 19th of July. The Golden Bird, a retired police officer, Thomas Blaine, shoots pregnant woman. Oh, good God. The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. What? What, as in we accept racists? Or that we don't have racists in the city? What does that... Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Oh, this one, isn't it? Thomas... Oh, my God, Thomas Blaine. He's not on my force, is he? I sure hope not.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
The bodies? The anticipation is palatable. Oh, drugs. Okay.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
That's true. You don't see that often. Oh, it's Frank.
In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house.
Or the
We
barn.
drank at bars, went fishing.
Who are the
went
two
to
guys in the
mountains,
background? This is a bit
even
suspicious.
chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn.
It's a very nice
I
barn, though,
always try to
Jack.
look
That's what you got to remember.
unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured
Sounds
we'd
drunk.
find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
This is suspicious.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Oh.
So now
This
you're
is the
appearing
mafia
in
boss,
public
isn't
with
it?
Members of the mafia.
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it.
Oh,
Probably
good
won't
God.
be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Ooh, what's the contract?
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone
okay.
I
So
can
basically,
trust
we need to take on the
tonight, I'm
contract
dead.
and feed info to the mafia. Is that what you're saying,
I
Kendrick?
wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the
I wouldn't
damn
want that on my
fool who puts his
conscience.
daughters in the crosshairs in the first place.
That's true, Jack.
Anyone in my place
good
would have
thinking.
dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
And he is our friend, don't forget. So we can agree to help Kendrick and I guess feed the information to the mafia or refuse to help Kendrick. Do we want to have mafia ties? I'm thinking it might be more interesting. Let's help him.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn.
Love it. Get out of my barn. Oh, what have we
At
done?
the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened.
Yeah,
It was almost too much to take in.
we're now in bed
I'm
with the
probably
mafia.
the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Sounds about right, Jack. Okay. Birch Jr. I was up all night and couldn't sleep. Now I have this ringing in my ears. Can I take the day off? No! Grant, my cats ate some cream past its sell-by date and they had diarrhea all night. They are better now, but I'd like to spend the day with them. No, you cannot have your day off to keep your cats company, Grant. Jeez. Shift A is going to be one of those shifts. Grant, Birch, and Birch Jr. I just wouldn't mind getting rid of them. They are the ache on my so-called something else. Yes, I'm not going to say it. Right, Shift A. Do your magic. Time to shine. City Hall. We can make a request to City Hall. Normally takes about 5 days. So we can request an explanation of your staff officer roles. We can request an increase in the number of detectives on staff. Request an improved equipment for the SWAT team. Ask for a raise. Let's get the SWAT team upgraded. Okay. Fire all black cops. Deadline is tomorrow. That's not happening. I'm gonna. Here's your week's salary. $1,200 from the from City Hall. Great. I'm not getting rid of my black cops. They are my best cops. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring the customers. Right, who do we have? Kojak, Take, Samadhi. Sort it out. What do we have here? Robbery. A witness looked on from the window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Stovall, Take, Robbins, take Birch, and take Birch Jr. Oh, I should have sent the SWAT team, mate, if I could have. That'd probably be a good thing. So we got Grant and Vandal left. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. That must have been one hell of a sight to see. They were swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Sounds amazing. Vandal, Grant, you're up. Okay, when's that officer starting for... Kojak has started. Damn it. Disorderly conduct reports. Kojak, offender court, officers unharmed. Good job. Kojak's up to 200. Samadhi is up to 140. Good job, guys. Come back to the station as quick as. We need some cover. Oh, everything just kicked off then. Right, the robbery. The shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled, so we can drive the patrol car right through the front window. I don't think that's the option. Enter the store through the main entrance. Sneak through the back. Let's sneak through the back. Okay. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow this goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Okay, quiet, Abdul. You're making things worse and more complicated. No, I'm not going to shout there. You in the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Silently take aim at the robber. You in the mask, shut your face, drop the weapon. Oh, the robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need money. I'll just take a little and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage, shoot the robber. There are 2 ways out of the cuffs or in a body bag. Stovall, Robbins, Birch Jr. Good job. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Birch and Birch Jr. are making slow progress. What do we have here? We have another robbery for the detectives, by the looks of it. Municipal assignment. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg, and the press was in an uproar. Please someone to keep an eye on the... I've got no one. I'm going to have to refuse. Right, who we have here? Jack, this year's organizer of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? Would really love them to do well in the competition. Okay, Kojak. Okay, hang on. No one's back yet. There we go, they're back. Kojak. Samadhi, you're our best 2 shots apparently. Or you're the 2 officers that are free. Oh my goodness, we're running out of time. Is anybody going to get back in time for this? Oh god, it looks like Birch Jr. is going to be back. Yes, they're back. Okay, good job. Destruction of property. At a gallery exhibition, sex operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and begun smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Okay, Stovall, Robbins, take the boys. Right, let's have a look at this fight. Vandal, Grant, offender escaped, officers unharmed. Damn it, Grant, you're letting the team down. Need to get rid of Grant. She's useless. Right, city centre robbery. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Ling. Well, sorry. She was on the way to the pawn shop. Right, Beasley, you're our best. Weaver, Moser. Go and investigate. Good job. Grant. What can we do to get rid of Grant? Maybe just persevere. Send her with Stovall on her next jobs. Right. The Fitzgerald countryside. We did it, Boyd. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or 2. He invited us out hunting and celebrate the victory. So we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. What? Get your asses back to the station right now. Destruction of property. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Oh my goodness. The Birch boys are suddenly, I was going to say becoming useful, but they're way below average. So those guys are coming back. Robbery investigation has started. Right. Miss Lang. Bao Lang, the victim. Me and my husband and I got into difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag off my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Mr. Fisherman, who was a witness. The offender was on a motorbike, or motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't have time to see if the man or a woman. Okay. Anita J. Olivares, witness. I could see his face, but he was dressed in a I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket like those other bikers who hang around the street corners. Okay, Miss Phillips, it was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards. This guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. Okay. Patterson, I didn't see a weapon in his hands, just saw him grab a bag and ride off. Okay, go to work, guys. See what they can uncover there. Okay. Vandalism. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of a building. I chased the brat, chased the brat up a tree, but I can't. You can take it from here. Right. Vandal. Oh, Christ. Grant. Go on. Ah, oh, do not stuff this up, Grant. Vandal has taken a hit because of you. Okay. Okay, we're coming to the end of the day. I want to get some more frames for that investigation if we can. It's all gone quiet. There we go. Vandalism report. Vandal, Grant. Oh, offender caught. Officers unharmed. Well done. Vandal got back up to 210. Grant up to 75. Oh, end of another day. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. So this is basically the end of that heavy storyline. We're just going to get still some storyline, but it's going to be more gameplay from now on. So we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. More Call the Police. I keep calling it Call the Police. So we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. More This Is the Police next time. I'll see you then.